The Devon Larratt versus Denis Cyplenkov super match is only 7 days away, and here's exactly what the elite arm wrestlers had to say about this match. ARSEN LILIEV is one of the most dominant middleweight and light heavyweight arm wrestlers of the world. He had wins over John BRZENK, Travis Bagent, Richard Lupkis, and a tired Denis Cyplenkov himself. I believe that 100%, not 80-20, but 100% Denis will win convincingly. Devon is our arm wrestling ambassador, but Denis is a real champion. And he will not be 100%. He will be 200% at the moment he's pulling. Not even a question, 100% guaranteed. Denis will win this one. When it comes to predictions, it's difficult to expect a Russian predicting Devon to win and a North American predicting Denis to win. But there are some exceptions in this video, as you will see later on. What's more important is the reasoning behind the prediction that these experienced athletes have given, because that can easily showcase the strengths and weaknesses of both Devon and Denis. ERMES GASPARINI wasn't big enough or strong enough to compete against Denis when Denis retired in 2019. But recently, he got to witness firsthand how strong Devon Larratt really is right now. So naturally, he was predicting Devon to win. But then he saw Cyplenkov's training and his strength levels and changed his mind. In the beginning, I thought the favorite was Larratt. But now I saw Denis is in incredible super shape. Devon is not very confident in last period, and I saw Denis has 100% focus on this fight. I put 55% to Denis, little more. Usually, everyone predicts the guy that beat you to beat everyone else as well, because nobody wants to lose to a guy who can be beaten by someone else, at least not the top guys. But Denis is slowly building trust and faith not only in the fans but also in the eyes of elite arm wrestlers. The Bulgarian top roll machine GEORGI TSVETKOV pulled Devon both left and right-handed at Arm Wars a few months ago. It will be a very close match. Very difficult match for both of them. I think Denis is in very good shape. I really believe that he will win this fight because he has very big endurance. GEORGI predicting Devon's loss is a shocker. So the question is, how did he do against Devon in that secret right-handed match at Arm Wars? Because he asked for a super match against Devon after that. He still believes that he can win that. So is Devon in trouble? Does GEORGI know something that we don't? We'll never know about that. Or maybe we will know on November 11th. At least we'll know who the stronger man is. IRAKLI ZIRAKASHVILI is not an arm wrestler who belongs to this weight category. But he's a top roll expert, and most likely this match is going to be top roll versus top roll. And IRAKLI is definitely one of the top guys out there. This is the most interesting match for me, and I think Devon has more chance. In 99% of cases, when a Georgian is predicting a super match that involves a Russian arm wrestler, then you don't even have to know who his opponent is. You already know where the vote is going to go. And if you are enjoying the content in this video, then please hit the thumbs up and subscribe button. The Georgian Hulk LEVAN SAGINASHVILI has competed against Devon, and he was supposed to arm wrestle Denis in 2019. And he will be competing against the winner of this super match. So it's fair to say that he must have already done a fair share of research on the strengths and weaknesses of both of these arm wrestlers. From what I can see from a distance, I am not impressed by Cyplenkov's shape, and it won't be easy for him. I thought Cyplenkov was stronger in terms of raw power, but from what I have seen lately, I have changed my mind. Larratt might be even stronger. Isn't that interesting? Because after watching the same practice videos of Denis, ERMES changed his prediction from Devon to Denis, and now LEVAN, after seeing the exact same videos, has changed his prediction from Denis to Devon Larratt. It's surprising how these elite arm wrestlers view the same thing very differently. A year ago, EVGENY PRUDNIK lost to Devon Larratt, and since then he hasn't returned to the arm wrestling table due to an elbow injury. PRUDNIK also has some experience of getting dad moved by Cyplenkov in practice pulls. They will go to straps. Devon will control Denis's wrist. Denis will control with side pressure. Devon will take center and Denis will do the king's move. Finally, Devon will win because he has more endurance. PRUDNIK has felt Devon's endurance in the top roll move, and maybe Denis is also going to feel that on November 11th. Since early 2022, John BRZENK has become one of the biggest Devon Larratt fans, and he fully trusts his technique and strength to beat anyone in this world. Devon's leverage is a huge advantage for him. Both have great endurance. Devon can win even if he loses his wrist a bit with the king's move. Denis may be a little stronger than Devon, but not enough to beat him. Devon wins. The GOAT's expert opinion on this match matters a lot, especially because he has competed against both Devon and Denis in last couple of years. Artyom Morozov has been a part of Cyplenkov's comeback journey, and he felt Cyplenkov's power after King of the Table 5 and he wasn't able to move him. And since then, Denis has gotten much stronger. I saw Denis in the beginning of summer and then in the end of summer. It's like meeting two completely different persons. Denis will win. Morozov also said that Denis, even at 80% power, can beat Devon Larratt. Now that may have been because he was just trying to stir the pot, because he may also like to get a super match against Devon in the future. TODD Hutchings is one of the smartest arm wrestlers in the world. His ability to analyze a super match is amazing. Devon is probably quicker off the go than Denis is, but Denis will have the cupping to turn him over. I think Devon hits a little bit and Denis goes a little to the losing side, but then recovers and just drags him down. TODD has competed against both Devon and Denis in the past. When he competed against Denis, it was in the Zloty Tour, but he lost to both of them. And since Devon said that TODD is the worst technician out there, and he probably thinks the same about Denis as well, that's why TODD is predicting Devon to win this one. Larry Wheels has practiced with LEVAN and Devon both. He may not have reached the elite level yet, but still has a lot of arm wrestling experience. Devon has the strongest pronator in the world besides LEVAN SAGINASHVILI. Denis Cyplenkov won't be able to curl his wrist. He won't have any wrist flexion against Devon, and he cannot pin Devon with a desperate flat wrist side pressure move. I think it's a very clear, concise prediction from Larry. And note that he predicted Devon to lose against LEVAN. So it's not like he's fanboying Devon or something. I think it's a great prediction. Now let's talk about Devon and Denis. Devon has said hundreds of things about Denis and this upcoming match. But for the purpose of this video, we are going to stick to the post-match speech from Devon after defeating ERMES GASPARINI. Those were probably the most raw and aggressive expressions from Devon. I'm gonna destroy you in November. I'm gonna break you, Denis Cyplenkov. I will destroy you, I promise. It seems to me as if Devon's confidence has been going down slightly as the match is approaching closer. But still, he knows that he has every tool in the box that will be needed to beat Denis, and I think he's going to need all of them. Denis Cyplenkov is the most composed and calculated arm wrestler out there. While some people get intimidated by Devon's trash talks, Denis was casually scrolling Instagram while Devon was speaking. I am better than what I was when I faced John. I'm not lifting as heavy as I used to lift, but on the table, I'm getting there. Training is going well, I'll gain even more, my mindset is to win, and my chances are good. If Denis beats Devon in his second comeback match after such a serious illness, then April isn't that far and LEVAN better start setting new PRs in the gym. ENGIN TERZI has most investment in this super match, not only financially but also the amount of effort and time he's putting into promoting this match. It takes a big toll. This match is as important to ENGIN as it is to Devon and Denis. Denis looks very strong. Devon is also in great shape. It is very personal. I don't remember anything more personal and intense than this one. I don't give opinion unless it is a 50-50 match. Devon versus Denis is 50-50. Engin has publicly said that when he initially booked this match, he thought Devon was a favorite by a good margin. But with time, Denis has been able to convince everyone, including Engin, that this match is on. No matter who wins, Engin TERZI is a happy guy after the event. Big ZAUR PAIZULAEV was throwing Denis around with his top roll when they gripped up after the AMC event. But eventually, Denis was able to bleed him out. Denis has more endurance. Denis can stay in king's move position for very long time. Denis wins. I think you could replace Denis with Devon in this quotation, and I think it would still look equally meaningful. No one on this list, except for the Georgians perhaps, is going to be rooting harder for Devon than Matt Mask. My brother is on a completely different fucking level compared to everybody right now. His last loss against Gennady has lit a fire under his ass. I think the old Denis could definitely be a bad day for Devon, but with this new Denis, I think it is going to be a bad day for Denis. Matt also believes that Denis is not where he used to be in 2018 and the situation is much different right now. So this Devon versus Denis match is going to be a war. I cannot be convinced otherwise. It is going to include pronation, it will include cupping, it will have king's move, it will have endurance. It is going to cover all aspects of arm wrestling. If Devon stops Denis and stares into his eyes in round 1, then I wouldn't be shocked that much. But if Denis stops Devon in round 1 and looks dead into his eyes, then I think the world will be shocked and LEVAN SAGINASHVILI will immediately start lifting weights. Thanks for watching guys. This video took more than 14 hours to make. All I ask you guys to watch it, which you have already done, and hit the thumbs up and subscribe button.